In today's video, we are going to be talking about best practices for Instagram. Are you a business owner? If so, then your business needs to be on Instagram. And if you are just starting, you're like, I don't even know where to begin. Well, perfect, because I got you. So if you want to learn more about the best practices that we business people need to be implementing on Instagram, follow me to the other side. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Luz Gonzalez here, your favorite peak performance and business strategy coach. As you know, if you've been here before, if you've not been here before, welcome to my channel. Make sure that you subscribe. But if you've been here before, you know that this is the channel that we come to take our life and our business to the next level. And we do that in 3 ways. So number one is I provide you with the tools, the resources, the exercises, the coaching, since this is a coaching channel, for you to step into your power, for you to claim agency over your life. Number 2, for you to rise to meet your full potential, because we are not here on this earth to just go through the motions. We are here to thrive. We are here to rise to our God-given full potential and to explore what that is. And number 3, to take courageous and strategic action on a daily basis to really move our life to the next level and to the potential of who we were created to be, so we can be the boldest, brightest, most badassiest expression of who we are meant to be on this journey that we call life. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about Instagram. And there's so many platforms, right? Social platforms that we as business people can be on. And I know that for me, that's felt overwhelming sometimes. And when it comes to my Instagram story, which I'll share a little bit more, at the beginning I was just like, oh, Instagram, who needs Instagram? Like, I'm just gonna do my thing that I've been doing. And then I went to a conference and this trainer who is world class, one of the best, just definitely dominating person in the space, said, and by the way, y'all, for all my business owners, you need to be on Instagram because right now it is the social platform for businesses to be on. And so that's why I'm creating this video, this training, because I want you to have, so I spent hours and hours and hours and hours, because I was at the beginning, I was like starting from scratch because I hadn't paid any attention to Instagram. Maybe this is you. And I was just like, I don't know how to do this. I don't care. But then after that, I was like, okay, I do care. Now I know that this is important. So how do I do it? And I just remember feeling completely overwhelmed. And I don't know if that's been the case for you. And so I watched all of the tutorials and I spoke to my friends who are doing well, right? And I, checked in with my previous interns. Like, I did all the things that you could do to get to a place where you are thriving on Instagram. And I've been implementing, this is new. I'll probably have a, Instagram training for beginners 2.0, because this is still pretty fresh into my implementing, but I wanted to share the successes that I've had. In the last month, I doubled my Instagram following and engagement, right? And so there's gonna be different metrics that you wanna pay attention to. And so I just wanna share that, like, what I've been doing, it's working, it's happening, it's leading to the page growing, doubling in a month, and we're gonna continue with exponential growth. And so if you're not following me on Instagram yet, make sure to follow me. I'll include all of the information for you to connect with me on all the social media platforms below in the description. And make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're on YouTube, and if you're listening to this on podcast, you keep doing your thing. You're already subscribed. And if you want to access this information because you want to go over it again, maybe when you're in the car, you can access this through podcast, through video, your choice. Okay, so let me start with my story and where I started with Instagram, and where I already talked about more about where I'm at right now. And so Let's see, it's probably been at least a year or more that, of course, I've known about Instagram, but I was just completely ignoring it. And I thought, ugh, like I already have all of these other things that I need to be doing. I'm a busy business owner. Why would I pay so much attention to this new platform for the kids, for the kids? And I went to this training that was put on by Brendon Burchard, and it was for people like myself that want to take their training and their expertise and then turn that into a business, right? So now that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm full-time trainer, online, digital trainer, and I take my coaching, and I have, the monthly coaching program. I have online courses, the one-on-one coaching, all of those things. And so he had said during the training, if you are, especially in this line of work, but I mean, really any business, you've got to be on Instagram. And so at that point, that was my wake-up call. I remember having worked with an intern before, and he was our growth hacking intern, and me being like, yeah, Instagram, blah, blah, it's important. He even put together like this PowerPoint, right? But it wasn't until I heard from one of my coaches saying, like, you need to get on this, that I finally started paying attention. So if you're a business owner, or if you're trying to sell anything, if you are trying to increase the impact that you're having through the work that you're putting out into the world, you need to be on Instagram. So that's number one. And then when you get started, I know that for me, it was overwhelming, and I didn't know how to get started. It just felt like there was so much stuff to do. This was a new tool for me. And so I'm going to be sharing with you the top lessons that I've learned. You guys know I'm a huge nerd. And so I went, full on nerd mode on this, and I read everything, researched all the things, watched all the videos, and then I concisely put together a framework in terms of things that you need to know as a business owner to get you to a place where your business is being represented on this platform, and you're actually leading to the sort of engagement and results that are going to allow more people to know about the incredible work that you're doing, which is why you join these social platforms in the first place. So without further ado, let's begin. And before we keep going, I should share that this is a shorter list, right? If you want the full-on training, which includes like more than 10 steps, today we're going to be going over 5 steps that you need to follow in order, 5 things that you need to be doing as a beginner on Instagram, and you have your business and you're trying to figure it out. 5 things that you need to do right now to get your channel, to get your page to a place where it's representing your business in the way that's actually helping you on Instagram. But the actual list and the amount of content, like, I could be here for over an hour just talking about Instagram strategy. And if you want that, I do have a bonus course. So as I shared before, this month, so in May, we are going to be going over, so we're going to be launching our Business Fundamentals monthly life coaching program, which I'm so excited about, in which this is exactly the sort of tactical and strategic things that we do. I take a problem that you as a business owner have, and then I've done the research, I put it together, and I teach you the best tools for you to solve that problem and for you to take your business from where you are right now to where you know it's meant to be, and to grow, scale, to have the impact that you want to have with the incredible work that you're doing. So if that is something, if you want the extra training in terms of Instagram and like that 1 hour plus training, then you definitely want to sign up for Business Fundamentals Monthly. All of that information is going to be below. And let's go ahead and jump in, and just knowing that this is only 5 steps, but the actual training is much, much more extensive, and that I'm doing the full on, all of the tools that you use for design, for like the filters of the pictures, all of that stuff. doing in that bonus course that comes with signing up for Business Fundamentals Monthly, which is going to be $67 a month. My one-on-one coaching it's over $500 an hour, and I have spent years and close to $100,000 investing into the best practices for my own business. And so you can either take 5 years and invest all that money, or you can sign up for this coaching, which is a no-brainer because I bring everything and I'm so excited to get this going. So let's jump in and go into our 5 things that we need to do as business owners on Instagram. All right, so number 1 for basics for Instagram beginners who own businesses. Number 1 is, why are you on Instagram? What's your purpose of your channel? I think, and let's get this clear, your personal page, yes, you can have a personal profile, but that is totally separate from your business profile. You need to know that this business profile, this account on Instagram is for business. It is not for you posting pictures of a cute flower that you saw, unless that's related to the purpose for why you are on Instagram in the first place, which is for your business, right? So as business owners with a business profile and account and page, you need to know that the content that's going to be going out is for business. It's not like just random posting. There is no randomness. There should be no randomness around a business profile, a business account. And I see too many business owners or people that say they want to start a business or that this is supposed to be their business page posting things that have nothing to do with their business. And so you can have a personal profile and you have your business account. And with your business account, it's business. You are there to serve an audience. So number 1 was, what's your purpose? Why are you on there? The purpose is to provide value to your audience, to have more people learn about the incredible work that you're doing with your business. And so we need to have total clarity that that is why we are on Instagram in the first place. Number 2, now that we are clear on why we are on Instagram in the first place, which is, hello, business, like you're a business, you're operating a business, you're on there so you can serve your customers just like you do with your business. So number 2, we're gonna be talking about your name on Instagram, your handle, and we're gonna be talking about your bio and your picture. So let's start at the very beginning with your name. So what name are you going to select for this account? Well, it depends on what your business is, but it should be very clear when people, so I love this test. And this is a test that's fantastic for your Instagram, for your Facebook, and for your website. So all of these need to pass the grunt test. The grunt test comes from a fantastic author who speaks about marketing. And he says within 5 seconds of arriving at your website, of arriving at your Instagram account, will someone be able to grunt who you are, what you do, what you sell, like how to access it? So if the answer is no, if you confuse, my friend, you lose. And that is the case with your Instagram business page. So that's why, like, we're not just posting pictures of unicorns unless you are a unicorn store, right? You're not just posting random things on your profile. You have to get strategic. And so with your name, we're also gonna get strategic. So if your business is a restaurant, if your business is whatever it is, so I actually just changed the name on Instagram because my business is my name. I'm a coach, and I had shortened it, and I had it be, and I'm coaching you guys, and I'm learning the things as I go, right? So I'm like telling you about some of the mistakes that I've made myself. So for my YouTube, I thought that, and this makes me think maybe I should change it. Whatever. I think YouTube's fine. So I just thought something short is good, right? Because it's just easier to remember. And so my YouTube account, for the moment, is Fiat Luz. And it's like let there be light, which is very, I mean, it's not off-brand. It completely relates to what I do. We bring more light into the world through peak performance and through business coaching. And it's short, right? It's memorable, which are all things that you need for your name. But the thing that's more memorable is my name, because people know who I am. And so I just changed my Instagram name to Lucy Gonzalez, which is what my branding is on all the things, right? So we want to have consistency in branding across platforms, whether that be your website, so like on Facebook, I'm Lucy Gonzalez. That's my Facebook business page. My website, lucygonzalez.com. YouTube, we're gonna have to work on that. I'm gonna have to think like whether we're gonna change that. And then now Instagram, it's Lucy Gonzalez, because I was thinking, so today I was gonna go and I posted a story. We're not gonna talk about Instagram stories, but if you want more information about Instagram stories, definitely wanna sign up for the Business Fundamentals Monthly, where I talk about story strategy. But anyway, I was posting a story and I tagged someone from a podcast that I was listening to, and I couldn't find him because he had this super weird username. And that's where I was like, oh, that's not good, right? Like, how complicated am I making it for someone if they want to message me, if they want to reach out to me? How hard am I making it for them to actually find me? And remember, we want to make things as easy as possible. Our customers, they're busy, they're doing their thing. We need to provide value in a way that makes things as simple and, provides value for them and, gets rid of problems, not adds confusion and, a complexity. And so I changed my name to Lucy Gonzalez, which is what I am everywhere. Now, you might be wondering, question of like, well, what if my name is taken? What if you're like John Smith and John Smith is definitely taken? Then you can get creative. So that's for me, while in the United States, Luz Gonzalez is not a very common name. We can imagine how common Gonzalez is. Everyone in Latin America, like Mexico, his last name is Gonzalez. It's kind of like the equivalent of like a Smith. And so there's a ton of Luz Gonzalez's. But that's where the C, my middle name initial, if you didn't know what that was, that's what it is. My middle name initial comes in, so Luz C. Gonzalez. And that helps to differentiate me from all of the John Smiths, all of the other Luz Gonzalez's in the world. And so for you, maybe what I wouldn't say is like, don't go with like, John Smith 99 or it needs to be relevant to your business. So if you are a John Smith and your job is coaching, John Smith coach. Like, we also want to keep things as short as possible. We want to help people remember us. So if they already know your name, great. But if they're not going to know your name, we want to make things as short as possible and give them reminders. So maybe John Smith coach. But then we don't want to be like coach of all the things amazing, like going on forever. We're going to think, how can I be as clear as possible, as memorable as possible, and as short of characters as possible? So that is for your name. Also in this profile area, in where you're, the grunt test of like when somebody arrives at your page, are they able to just be like, yes, person is coach, person provides program A, program B. This is how I buy program. Done. I understood everything. If they can't do that for your page, again, that's a problem. And so in the grunt test, we're going to be looking at the area below your name. So this, I wish I just don't have the time to go into all the tiny little details. If you want, all I can say is if you want this super detailed video where I go into all of the things, you just have to sign up for Business Fundamentals Month. Okay, so just make your name something that go to my profile. I'm implementing all of the best practices so you can learn and model what I've put together. So we've talked about your actual handle and then the name that shows up on your account. That also needs to be strategic. And then you have the bio. That's the information about you. So again, if you're a business owner, talk about the sort of results that you're gonna get for your audience. Like help them know what you do and how you help them and the sort of content they should be expecting. There should be a total connection between your bio and what you say you do and the postings, the things that you're posting. So, and to the extent you can, use emojis. I'm a big fan of emojis. Maybe it's a millennial thing, but it just helps break up. Like we get overwhelmed, we get tired when it's just text by itself, and text that has emojis just performs better. So add an emoji that shows what it is that you're doing to your little bio. And then we have the bio link. So that can lead to your website, that can lead to your business, depending on the offerings that you have, the things, the call to actions that you want people to engage with. There's different strategies, right? Guys, there's a strategy for like every line, for everything. So I'm probably over 20 minutes into this video. We're not even done with just like the intro section. So your link bio, you want to be strategic about that, right? So you want to lead them to take the action or actions that you most want your audience, your potential clients to engage with you on. And so there's a whole world of strategy there for you guys to think about. Okay, that's that. The only thing we haven't covered is your picture. I think this one goes without saying. Have it be a picture that is relevant to your brand, that is relevant to your business, that, you know, it's recognizable. It's a tiny, tiny little circle. So it needs to, for me, it's my face. I'm the brand. I'm the business, right? It's my face. It makes sense for it to be my face. But so let's see, for a fitness coach, I've seen fitness coaches that, like, you know, it's like their body and they're showing off their six-pack. That makes sense because you're a fitness coach, right? If you're a food channel, maybe it has something to do with food. We don't, like, you know, it'd be, how confusing would it be if you're a food channel, but then the picture is like of your puppy? No puppies on a food channel, right? On a food account. So these are just basics, but I want to cover the basics because I know that some of you guys are starting and I've seen some of your pages, and I'm just sending my love and my advice because I want you guys to succeed. I so believe in business owners, especially small business owners, which is why I get so fired up about this. So I just want you guys to have the tools to succeed and know that you are on your way to implementing the right things for your business. So that was number 2. Let's go on to number 3. All right, number 3, we need planning. Again, I could go on just about planning for 20 minutes. Just strategic planning for your Instagram, but I'm gonna make this as fast as possible. When I know I say that, and we usually still go long. Here we go. So planning, I want you to have a strategy around your hashtags. That's probably one of the number one things in terms of planning and research that you can do. Yes, there is a hashtag strategy. Yes, you have to have a way of knowing which hashtags you want to engage with. For those of us that are total beginners, a hashtag is, you know, that little, you know, that looks like Slack. That's not very helpful. It's the pound symbol, and then some like a term, something, you know, and depending on how many people are engaging with that term or that word, you're gonna have people following a hashtag, you're gonna have people engaging with a hashtag, people posting on the hashtag, and you can do searches for a hashtag. So say for me, if I wanted to do a search on who just posted about small business owners, because I work with small business owners, you could find, you know, hashtag small business owners. What you're gonna find, say with this hashtag, is that this is a very popular hashtag. Say, if you use like hashtag blessed, That's a huge, hashtag. If you use the hashtag happy, grateful, okay, use it, but it's probably not helping you. If you're using a hashtag, and so we can both do this on the hashtags that have like no followers, which you can do to strategically be branding your business. So when they look for that hashtag, all of the posts are just your posts, all the way to it has like 1 million people who are engaging with the hashtag. Well, then no one's gonna see your post. Your post is gonna be a little blip and then it'll be gone, right? Like people won't see it. And so you want to engage with, so the hashtags that are relevant to my business. Again, there's like an intention, a purpose of why you're on Instagram in the first place. The hashtags that are relevant to my business, I look for hashtags that have about, 50,000 people engaging with it. So 50,000 to 100,000. You don't want to go with the hashtags, they're just like too big because you're going to get lost. And people engage, like they build a relationship with these hashtags. And so you want to be the top person for a specific group of hashtags. So again, we could have a whole long conversation about hashtags. We will not do that. Next, so we have both themes and calendar. So we are talking in category planning. This is all the stuff, guys, before you've even posted anything. Yes, this is how much work goes into this, or at least doing this well. If you want your account to grow, if you want it to be influential, if you want it to be doing the work that you see it doing, and reaching the people that you want to reach with your brand, with your message, with your voice, you gotta do it right. And so theme and messaging, and yeah, you gotta plan. So for our themes, what it means is you're gonna have 4 to 5 themes, things that you consistently post on, that you rotate through. And that helps with your calendaring. So yes, you're gonna have a calendar and there are tools, there's multiple tools that you can use to see what your feed's gonna look like. You're going to start thinking ahead, right? So it was Mother's Day. I didn't plan for Mother's Day on Mother's Day. I planned for Mother's Day like weeks in advance, knowing that it was coming up and I wanted that post to be in exactly the right place, like all of those things, right? So if you look, especially now, if you look at my feed, none of that is accidental. All of it is very much thought out and strategic. And that's what you need to be doing for your business account as well. Now, number 4. Now we are finally going to start talking about actually posting. So for now that you're at this point where you know why you are on the Instagram universe in the first place, when people arrive at your account, they know exactly what it is that you do. They know how to engage with you. Something that I'm not going to be talking about in this video because we would be going on forever is your highlights. There's also like a highlight strategy. So that's even before the posting. But anyway, well, it's engaged with the posting. But so now we're at posting. And so within your post, you have 2,200 characters that you are allowed to post content. My messages go a little bit longer. The recommended is on the shorter side of things. And again, so posting, clean formatting, there's tools that you can use for clean formatting. If you look at mine before, like I would like just knocking my head against the wall. I was like, but the line breaks, right? So like there's like hours of research that goes into everything, but so figure that out. So now it's like beautiful. And so you have your 2,200 characters for you to post. The recommended is for, these larger brands. I was like, what does this even mean? 1.5 times per day. So you want to be posting anywhere from 1 to 3 times per day as a business account. I don't know about you, but as a small business owner myself, I don't have all the time in the world to be posting for 3 times a day. Sometimes even 1, just like a few times a week feels like a lot, which is planning, which is what we just talked about, is so important because you know what you're going to be talking about. So you want to, again, post 1 to 3 times. I aim for once a day, Monday through Friday. And honestly, sometimes I get together. Sometimes I don't. I don't have a huge team behind me. Not yet. It's happening. It is happening in these next couple of months. Yay! By the way, if you've been following me and if you are interested in being part of the Luminaries tribe, the group, being part of the team, let me know. I will be on the lookout for the right people to join my team. So, little side note. But anyway, so in terms of posting, so we talked about, you know, like the character limits, and also you are going to have a purpose, right? We talked about the themes. You're going to have a theme that you're going to be rotating through. And then each of your posts is going to be there for very specific purposes. So there are 4 reasons why you are posting. Again, this is a take out your pen, your pencil, your notebook. There are 4 reasons why you're going to be posting. It is to educate. It is to inspire. It is to entertain. And then you also want engagement. So you are posting for those 4. And now to the brilliant, like if you forget anything else about this entire video, make sure you have your pen out, your notebook out. This is what you have, like, this is like the thing you have to do for your business account on Instagram. You have to provide value. Every time when you sit down to write your post for the week, whatever it is that you planned out, you need to ask yourself, who's my audience and how is this post providing value? How am I making their life better? How am I solving a problem for them, right? So for me, a recent post was, you know, best practices in terms of Instagram strategy. A lot of people, you know, like previous me are overwhelmed with Instagram, and I was like, I'm solving a problem. I'm putting together this content that's going to help alleviate some of that frustration. And so every single post needs to be delivering some sort of value to your customer. Again, no random, sure. Again, like this needs to be connected to your brand, your purpose. But if you are a food, you know, channel, if you're a food, you know, account, and you know, post a picture, again, of a puppy. 1, is it relevant? 2, is it providing value? Is it, and yeah, like maybe don't go with a puppy, go with something else that's related to food. That does entertain them, right? Because puppies are entertaining, kittens are entertaining, they're super cute. That fills that entertainment and it adds value in, it entertained your audience, but it needs to be relevant to the whole reason why you exist on Instagram in the first place as a business. And so that is number 4. And finally, number 5, you knew I was gonna go here because I already did a video where I talked about no ugly websites allowed. No ugly profiles, accounts, pages allowed on Instagram either. Your Instagram page should not give somebody a headache because it's confusing, because it's ugly, because it's not uniformed. Guys, let's make it beautiful. Let's make it aesthetically pleasing. You have a pattern in terms of how you're posting for it to look aesthetically pleasing. There's different patterns that you can find out there that will just lead. So like every 7 posts, you'll see a pattern with me, right? So like, again, nothing on my page is random, like nothing. Well, other than my stories, but that's a strategy too. Like your actual account, that is, your feed is to be tailored. Your stories, that's where you put your, here we're going into story strategy. That's where you have like your random, like, here's what's going on in life, right? But your feed needs to be beautiful. So based on your brand, it needs to be uniform and it needs to tell a story. It needs to be aesthetically pleasing. So let's not have an ugly feed for your Instagram account. So those are our 5 things that you as a business owner who's starting on Instagram, who's maybe confused, overwhelmed with Instagram, need to know, need to be doing. The list is much longer, and as you see, I get excited and I get like super passionate about this. because this is your business and I care about you and I care about your business and I want you to succeed. And I know that in today's world, this might change. You know, the social media platforms are changing all the time. Like this could be non-relevant, you know, in 6 months if, you know, Instagram does some like change. But right now, as of May 2019, if you are a business, you need to be on Instagram and you need to have an Instagram strategy for your business. Not just randomly posting like random things and having an ugly feed and having it be super confusing and not, you know, when somebody visits your profile, they don't pass the grunt test. They don't go like, oh, this is what she does. They need to know exactly upon, you know, 3 seconds, 5 seconds of arriving to your profile, what you're doing, what value you're providing for them, why they should care about you. It's nothing against you, but we're all busy here. You're busy. So it needs to be super crystal clear. And so much of this advice carries over into branding just generally. I get really fired up about branding. And so again, just wishing you the best. Let me know what your other Instagram questions are. Maybe I'll do another video. So let me know how it's going. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm at lucy.gonzalez on Instagram. Just changed to that. And yes, so what are the things that you've done in your Instagram strategy that have led to success? So let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your questions are in the comments below. And I will catch you guys again very soon.